Your video is now being broadcasted live. Thank you. All right, so let's go back over here. See, is the chat gonna come? Is it gonna come with us? Yes, it is. It worked. Yay!
I think I just got the notification.
Let me see if it'll pop it
Hey,
out.
there it is.
Pop it out. Pop the chat out. All right, I got it.
Let me go hit
What
that thumbs
is
up.
up, everyone? Welcome back. What up, Eddie? Get my Zoom meeting back. There we go. Now we got the feng shui of the windows. What up, New York sucks? Flashy Fernando. What up, TJ? What up, Vasquez? Yo. Um, so question I have for you all tonight is actually the title. What up, David? Is what would you consider? Would you buy a PowerStroke out of state? A big question is seeing the truck and being in front of it and getting the first the first impressions, but finally got my truck out of the damn dealer. Oh, Eddie, maybe we might have you come on and get that latest update. Remember Bearder Tech? Shoot me his email. I don't know if I have it. You got
I
time,
got,
Eddie? Maybe we'll have you come on.
I got you,
Matt
Holmes.
Roden, have you seen my baseball?
Have you seen
Um,
my baseball? Oh, shit.
you might be able to get some good pictures of this vehicle out of state. Perhaps maybe a video of such. First time here. What's up, Ian? OBS 73. We have an OBS ride up here on the show. CP's Garage. Welcome. Um, but I would get rid of the CP4 problems. They scare me. Yes, they do. They scared Zoodad. He has finally got a DCR under his belt, which I think doing the DCRs is something that is getting very common here in the Detroit region. And I don't know, Zoodad, what did you think after doing it? Cool. I was talking with a client today, and we've said it before. You guys have seen it on the channel. We've talked about it. It's got to be one of the most OEM aftermarket style kits that we add on to these trucks. That is just superb. Superb. Sup, nerds. California. What up, JM Synthetics? Ouch. Eddie Campos. Let me see if I have your email. Let me
I
go
just
to.
texted it to you.
Did you? All right,
Yep.
hold on. Let me send him one so I can have it primed. Maybe I do have it. Eddie, I do. Okay, Mr. Eddie, you can join whenever you'd like. We'll just keep farting along here. But yeah, we definitely a lot of people have asked your story and how all that went and blah blah blah. So good install. All right, just go slow. Yep. Definitely definitely want to take it slow for the first timer because it's taken a lot of stuff off. Job off topic. What are your go-to hair clippers in the market for some new ones? Well, that's so funny. I just did a haircut last night. My go-to clippers, um, my granddaddy ones, are my walls. But CP's Garage actually was able to gift me some electric SC ones, which I leave down in Florida now, so I can do my Florida cuts. But my corded walls are my every Friday used ones when I do cuts up here. They work great. Do you like electrics? SC works great. Punish my glutens. I am a glutens. What up, Brian? I'm driving. Oh, he's driving on my way back to Texas from Arizona. Oh,
Put us on the dash, man. Put us on the dash.
can't get a smile off his face. Well, good. I'm glad, Zoodad, that your buddy's liking that. Absolutely. Have you heard anything negative from the DCR? Um, no, I have read some Facebook posts, however, where people had put the DCR in, but I think the trucks had a problem with the CP4 prior, and um the fuel rail or the pressure control valve, something wound up happening with that, and those trucks wound up needing a fuel rail and a DCR. So was it something wrong with the DCR? No, I think there was a debris problem that was there, but the rail didn't get changed as well. So um not particular failures with DCR, no. Rodent, no, I did not. That's a lie.
Mine ingested water.
Cliff needs a lip cut. Don't do it. Hi, Eric. The let me go back. The DCR,
There's already been
um,
2 cases of DCRs eating a ton of water, so.
well,
Mine did it last week.
Bearded Vortex just didn't they do it with Death and it ate it?
No, that got a DCR put in after that.
I got you. Okay, I misspoke earlier today.
And then after that, I went on a test drive and the water and fuel light came on, drain filter. And I pulled out a mason jar of pure water,
Come
shut
on,
it off,
man.
dumped it out, went back to it and pulled about another inch of water out of it. And then the rest of it was diesel. It didn't skip a beat. It didn't go into D-rate. It didn't throw a check
Wow.
engine light, didn't spit, sputter, nothing. So
Don't be getting crappy fuel. Fuel
tank
system
full
on
of water.
650? I don't know. Fuel system on 650, 750, or a fuel system on Super Duty? Uh,
Minus being all the way up in the air, I like the 650,
I know
750.
I've done them both. It's got air brakes. I mean that kind of sucks, but kind of I mean getting that frame on a fuel pump kind of is a pain in the ass. It depends. I've been known to dabble with it just a little. Hey you guys. Hey you guys, my brother wants to ask about the new fast EGR systems at lowering the pollutants. Those pollutants. Gotta love those pollutants. I don't know. I've seen that advertisement with their contraption that goes on the EGR cooler, both for the PowerStroke. I think they got for the Duramax too. I don't know.
That's for a very specific set of people.
I don't know.
It's for the California people. That's about it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree on that. I'd have to agree on that for sure. It's taking these things apart daily and seeing all of the dry EGR sooted crap that pretty much gets stuck in the intake and then gets all tacky and a gluey-like substance once it meets that lovely CCV. What's up, Eddie? You got your ears on? We see you.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. How's everyone?
Nope, I think we got a little lag. How did the experience with getting your truck back out of the dealership after that whole fiasco? I mean, that was a couple that was like a
Surprisingly,
few months ago.
yeah, surprisingly was very smooth. They didn't even say anything. I went actually yesterday and I told them if they can leave my truck outside the dealership so I can uh, grab it on the way from Vegas because I actually had a delivery going to Kidman, Arizona, and then I went to Vegas to pick one up. And then on the way back, I was gonna pick up my truck, after. And they said no, they'd rather wait until the next day so they can actually give it to me while I'm there. But other than that, I mean, everything went smooth. I mean, they didn't say much, obviously. I mean, they screw up my engine, so there's not much they can possibly do,
Yeah,
or
right,
say.
right. Are you driving the truck right now?
Yeah.
Oh, is how what's your impressions? Is everything seem solid so far?
No, no. Wait a minute. No, my truck is on the trailer.
Oh, you're towing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Oh.
fixed. I still have to get the engine from Eric.
Oh no, I thought you got it fixed and you're getting in. I
No.
misunderstood you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, no, but yeah, no, I still have to get the engine from Eric. It's just, the bills keep coming up, and then I have to, you know, catch up with everything.
Well, yeah.
I get it.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's right there though.
Ain't no lie. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was crazy. We had you in that episode where you were actually at the dealer dealing with this whole stuff, family in hand, and that was the quite the
Yeah,
ordeal.
I actually called Ford, and they said they couldn't do anything because it's basically a franchise, as a third party owned, and they literally told me they cannot do anything about it.
Wow.
I even told them, I'm like, but my truck was running when I took it to them. They fix it, they work on it, and 20 miles later, my engine blew up. So, and they said, sorry, but that's a third owner. I mean, third party owned, and yeah, they won't do anything.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm sure we'll square up with Eric, get that engine, and have to take the next step. But
Yeah.
being
Yes, sir.
that's kind of the title of tonight's episode again, would you buy a PowerStroke out of state? And
I would only buy
um,
one out of state.
you what?
I would only buy one out of state
Why is that?
because I don't want a rust bucket.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
That's
fair
all. That's
enough.
all he buys, man.
Yeah,
That's fair
I
enough.
don't buy anything if unless it's for parts. I don't buy anything truck wise here, and any it's no good anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But if you buy it out of state and take it back there, won't it still rust?
Only if you don't take care of it.
Yeah.
If you don't fluid film it, like for me, I fluid film anything that gets driven year round, and then I'm always I prep it like as soon as I get a vehicle, I'll get it in the air, knock the wheels off of it, power wash the wheel wells, power wash the rockers out, get all the dirt out of it, and then I'll fluid film the whole bottom, cavity wax. Like if you do
You
all those
do it
things,
or you send it to someplace and have it do it done.
I have done it up until now, but then a buddy of mine that takes his to a place to do it told me how cheap it is, and for the effort and mess it creates, I might just take it to them because it's like
Or
$200 a year, and it takes me like the better part of a day. I mean, it is satisfying the initial clean. I like that part, but man, it makes a huge mess, and the fumes are not great. It
I was
doesn't.
just gonna ask, you got to wear a mask because it probably got to stink.
I just open the doors to the shop. I make sure I don't. So the first time I did it in like November in my closed garage, and I almost died. And then and then I got smarter the next year. I did it in on my driveway in like October, and I almost died a little bit less. And then last year, I did it on my lift at work in like August, and I had like I had all the doors open, the fans on, and it was not a problem.
Wow.
But the things get rusty because nobody cleans them and nobody washes them regularly. Like I'm not gonna say that it will stay perfect forever because exposure to rock salt gets into places you can't wash out.
Tell me about it.
Once it's been exposed, like my half-ton truck, my crew cab, I will not drive it after they salt the roads, and I won't drive it until it rains a few times because I just don't want to deal with it. I can work on that truck with a quarter drive ratchet, whereas my 3/4 ton truck lived its life up north. I mean, I got to get bolts hot. I got to pre-soak them with penetrant. I got to it's just my time's worth too much to expose the trucks that I want to keep.
P-Town
Meanwhile, we're
Weaver
down-
says,
Meanwhile,
Second.
we're down here in Florida pulling out bolts from fuel
Hmm.
tank straps from
Yeah,
an
that's-
'88 Mustang.
that's not
Yeah,
cool,
that
man.
does not
That's
happen
not
here.
cool, man.
The bolt, you know what's holding up fuel tank straps for an '88 Mustang?
The
Deck
right
screws.
straps.
Deck screws.
When I was actually looking to buy another truck, I was actually going to get one from Miami, Florida, but the
Duh.
bank won't finance it for some reason. I don't know why.
That's like the last place in Florida you want to buy from.
Yeah,
Really?
I have
Oh yeah, the Miami trucks are worn out.
It had,
I've had that terrible Miata that I fixed up was from Miami, and if that's any indicator of how bad some of the shops are there, I wouldn't want anything from that area.
You do not want anything from like South Florida, anywhere in South Florida.
Yeah.
oh wow. It was
let's-
it was a 2019 with 90,000 miles though.
Well, let's just put it politically correct. The people that come from the ocean into Miami works on those things, and they work on them like they
Oh,
do
gotcha.
from the island. So
From the island.
the island.
Very
like
vague because
how you
there's
put that.
many of the islands.
Yeah, there's multiple islands to be
Well, we're just trying to be politically correct here.
fair. God damn it.
True story.
Guy says he just bought his dad a 2367 Platinum from Louisiana to reference he's in Florida. Well, I wonder if he was able to see. That's the thing. If you get these pictures, you know, I'm a big fan of seeing underneath the truck. I want to see the undercarriage. I want to see the bottom of the engine. And people are
Yep.
taking pictures of the door jams and the door handles and where you stick the key. I don't freaking care about that. Let me see
Yeah, the
underneath
bottom.
it.
Let me see the bottom of the truck.
Right. If it's a deal breaker, I don't care what the rest of the truck is. You know.
I don't know if I would get anything north of Georgia.
No, the line.
Hey, we don't have rust here, buddy.
The line.
You, you have more rust than we do down here.
North of Georgia.
No.
Definitely.
I want to see
not
the engine bay,
Detroit.
because the
Yeah.
engine bay will tell the real story.
That's a big thing for me are those two things. If you guys had to request pictures of a truck that you were thinking about buying, whether it was in a distance you didn't want to drive in your same state or it was out of state because it was sick and didn't have any rust and it was just glorious. What up, Raptor 14? What pictures would you request? I've been in that situation multiple times, especially with 7.3s. Send me pictures of the oil pan.
Engine underneath. I want to see the frame.
Yep.
I want to see the rear end.
Yeah.
See if it's leaking. I want to see the tail shaft of the transmission pan, obviously.
New York
Uh,
Sucks says the auctions now upload photos of the undercarriage. They now upload photos.
Not all of them do. Not the salvage auctions. They don't they don't care. The thing is that if you're buying a truck, if you're spending the money on a PowerStroke truck, it is totally worth getting a PPI. I've bought 2 cars with PPIs. I've not bought 2 cars because of PPIs. And to have someone else look at it for a few $100s is worth all of its weight. Like that's the best money you could spend.
Does it have to be a facility or can like anybody?
So what I recommend, don't call a dealer because nothing against a dealer. Dealers isn't looking for the same stuff that an independent's looking for. When you call an independent, so what I did, I bought a BMW. Well, I tried to buy a BMW in Virginia, and I bought a PPI for it. It was like $300, and the dealership took the car there. I said, hey, I want you to check this. They already knew because it was I found a European specialty shop that the picture of their place had BMWs like this kind of car out front. So they already knew all the things to check. They gave me like a 19-page report with pictures. They documented all their findings and then rough estimates, parts plus labor to repair. And then an overall summary of whether they would buy the car or not. And because of that, I didn't buy that car, and then I got one. The car I did end up buying, I got one in California for like $200. And the guy that looked it over is like, "Yeah, this thing's clean as a pin, but it needs this, this, and this," which I already knew. I got one on this car because I wasn't going to spend the money it takes to buy one of these, without knowing, and I didn't want to. It was cheaper than the flight down, and I wasn't going to drive
Yep.
it back from
Yep.
Texas. So,
Yep.
there was, I think it was like $700 well spent. It's a PPI. I will always, unless you're buying a $2,500 vehicle, it's always worth getting a PPI.
Is that a Mustang on the other side?
It is, yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Brian Baldridge says, guys, we're looking to offload several of our work trucks, Ford Transits, not Transits, Transits.
It's French.
150, 250, and the 350s. Where is the best place to price them, and where's the best place to sell them? The price is going to be dependent on what all those things have and features and engines and so forth. But I wouldn't want you to sell them at a dealership because they're not going to give you a full price that you could selling them outright. Consider having a fee if you offload them at a place like Carvana. I don't know what their fees are, but
CarMax will buy anything.
I would look into Mannheim because you'll probably get the most out of Mannheim.
I've never heard of that.
Mannheim is a dealer auction.
Few years back, I was looking to sell 2012 Golf R, and CarMax was the place, the one place that offered me the most out of my car. I didn't sold it, but CarMax was the place that was offering more money.
They'll give you an
At
offer
that
that's
time.
good for 7 days.
Yep.
I know Carvana place out here in the Detroit area, they were doing something weird with the vehicle titles, and they got caught and got in trouble and had to shut down business. So every time I pass a Carvana car machine with an assortment of different vehicles in the vending area, it's like, I thought you guys weren't supposed to be selling cars anymore.
That was that was nationwide. They did that.
Oh, was it nationwide?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought it was
They
just in
were
Michigan.
basically selling cars before they had the titles freed and cleared, before they had cars paid for. So they would basically be using the money that someone paid for a car to pay it off, but they got behind. So they got in big trouble because they were selling cars that weren't paid for. They couldn't come up with titles fast enough. Not in the, and it's in some states, like you have to provide a title at the, you have to provide a title right, like at the time of sale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, what are you gonna do? Mail it to you in 2 days?
I mean, that's like they mail it to you. That's fine. But we're talking 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. Because they'd inquire and there was still a lien on a vehicle, or if someone paid cash for one, and then it was an ordeal.
We are not one of those states.
It was something with the title. Something was goofy. Something.
Every state's a little bit different how that works.
I don't know who he was talking to. Who? Who? No, he did. It's on a trip. Oh yeah, I didn't realize I thought he was driving his truck too. I'm like, oh no, it's on the train. A-Rod, what will make a green oil can come on my dash? Oh, okay. So I know there's no green oil can. I'm almost gonna say that's the Eco Leaf.
Mhm.
That's kind of comical though. That actually made me funny. Made me laugh. But I would hit your end of the shifter as a button, and you can go through the different drive modes, and Yeah, I'm 100% sure there's no green oil can. Oh, you
I've
got
never
a
seen a green.
2010, a green oil can? Um, I don't know. There's no green oil. Oh, green oil. So you got the message. You got the message center. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking different here. I'm thinking six. I'm like, man, there's no. It's an eco leaf. Um, green oil can come on my dash. Yeah, that might not be good. I would check the oil. But I have also had the oil pressure switch leak oil from the sensor into the connector and make that happen. I got a 6.4. I'm sorry. Green Eagle. So you figure out the wall storage. Yeah, A-Rod. Did you check out the government surplus auctions? Actually, yes, I am in process of getting 2 Cabnitos. And then I should be all set. I'm looking for one more, saving up for this trans jack that I've been looking at. Because I need to have one to full fuel tanks and stuff, because I was doing fuel tanks on my back using milk crates and in 5 gallon buckets as little uh just blocks between the ground and the fuel tank, and it just worked. Well, I can't stack 10 milk crates on top. I need to get a trans jack. So storage covered, jack almost. So let me ask something up here. Besides this random question, I get the traction control light occasionally, unwarranted, for roughly 10 to 20 minutes and then goes away. Brandon, when that happens, I want you to pull the codes. Maybe you have a wheel speed sensor that's on the fetch of failing. You might need to replace one, which, no big deal. But we need to know which one because you got 4 of them. So, no big deal. Sweet, can't wait to see the video on them. OTC, Transjack, or some. I was looking at Noco.
No
I had
goes
one
the
of,
only way to go.
I had or Norco. I had that one at the dealer. I felt comfortable having a 800-pound transmission, just say 1,000-pound transmission on it with the transfer case, and front drive shaft. So I think I'd want to get something comparable just because I felt safe using it and whatever. A-Rod, you check service history report on the 2020 350 King Ranch I bought April of 22 in Montana. Flew from PA, looked it over, wired the money, drove it home, and dealer plates. I had it at the time. Wow. That's a hell of a ride. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Speaking of spreadsheets, I need to fluent myself in spreadsheeting. It's been quite a minute. How about the engine hoist? You got one of them? Yeah, I have. Um, I have a Harbor Freighter. I pulled the engine out. I can't pull the engine out of a 6.7 with it, but I pulled the engine out of my Tahoe, my 5.3. So, like, I think if you had to do an engine in a 6.7, cab off, and you have a forklift, cool. I don't know. I can't see buying a huge, uh, cherry picker for that because it just gets expensive. And then you got floor space and got equipment. You just don't have room for all that. Bought my
Uh,
PowerStroke from a dealership that bought it from out of state. Been kind of a headache, but no bad experience. Okay, 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 okay. Tom Cummins says about the oil pressure. He's gonna check it. Guy works 4 Ds every day. Play the computer and don't know why the light I talking about is on. Yeah, I have a video of me replacing one. You might want to check it out, I guess, possibly. Some of our vehicles have turbos, some don't. Speaking of the turbos, especially these eco boosts, a lot of the work companies have work trucks that would be PowerStrokes and a whole line of eco boosts. And what I find, not only with the PowerStrokes, because a lot of these vehicles are not the people who own them and just drive the absolute dog shit out of them. And when you have to replace the turbos and stuff on the EcoBoost, it really winds up being a can of worms because you can't, the bolt winds up breaking off that holds the turbo to the manifold, off in the manifold. Well, then you got to replace the manifold. But in order to get the manifold off, you have to take 12 nuts and studs out of the manifold, securing it to the head. Well, sometimes those studs break. Now you've created a huge problem because now you have to either drill out the cylinder head, the old fastener, or you're going to have to weld and glue nuts to the steel stud in the aluminum head and do, okay, it's just a big pain in the butt. Does that happen in 6.7s? Not often. I mean, I don't know how many exhaust manifold warping ones popping studs do you get on the Ambos BFT? Do you get a lot of, you got exhaust leaks or anything, or do they stay pretty?
They stay pretty seated, and
Do they?
it's like the EcoBoost stuff. I've never had to drill cylinder head bolts or anything like that. They always come right off.
That's a northern thing.
Oh, come on. You guys are killing me, dude.
I'm sitting here like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about, man?
Man, I don't like you guys right now.
I mean,
That's
I
like when you
can't-
ask. That's like when you ask me, do I take off the up pipe? I'm like, yeah, just pop the nuts off and take the up pipe off. You're like, they don't break? No, they
Dude.
come
I
right
take
out.
up pipes off all the time.
Bro, stressing. I got hand tools and oh my gosh, it broke loose. Hold on, can I keep going? Oh my gosh, that's one. I'm like, is the next one gonna be like?
Meanwhile, you'll see me and Beard Fortec back there.
Dude.
Electric ratchet away.
Who out of the 80 people watching right now, I mean, it's different for me being on this side of the fence and having the time in the game that I have. Right now, you bring me your truck. Eddie, you want to bring me your truck, whatever. Eric, he wants to bring me his shop Super Duty, no problem. Ruby Red coming from Shy Tizzy. You want to come get your Super Duty fixed? I got no problem with doing it right now. You want me to do, I'll do it. Man, when it comes to working on my own shit,
This is a true
Dude.
story.
dude,
He called me stressing
Dude.
like
This is
I
a true
no
story.
lie. I
Just
can't
cut
do
the
it.
damn wire.
I can't do it. It stresses me to high hell, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I had to tell my buddy, I'm like, bro, tell me it's gonna be okay. Tell me it's gonna be okay, man. I'm like, oh my God, why? I can't get through this right now.
he
When
called
you
me and
did
asked me how I
that
did.
DCR pump on that, I was just amazed at how just edgy you were about it. It's like you are the king. If anything gets screwed up, you're going to be able to fix it. Come on.
Man, I mean, what really makes it a pain in the butt, I guess, is when you're filming and you're doing your own shit. Ugh.
You work on my stuff like it's old hat.
Man, that's fine. Check this out. If I crash my MFN RC car, dog, I don't want to fix that. I just have no interest in working on any of my own shit. My lawnmower breaks. I'm not interested. I don't know, man.
But even when it's an upgrade, making your stuff better.
I want to pay somebody else to do it.
Of course, it didn't help that day that DS was sitting there. Is it going to work? What happens if it don't work?
Oh my God, man.
I wanted to throttle his neck that day.
Man, Working on your own stuff is more stressful than defusing a bomb.
Meanwhile, I will tear my car apart in my driveway down to bare bones. And I stress working on other people's stuff.
No mechanic likes fixing their vehicles. No one wants to come home and have to do their day job on their days off. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Oh man. Thanks, Oscar. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't I mean, I guess I could do a oil change, fuel filters. But here you go. Here's a prime example, right? So I'm gonna go do my own wheels and tires. Not wheels, put my new tires on, right?
I remember this one.
Man, I don't do motherfucking tires. I know how to use the machine. I don't, it's like riding a bike. I'll figure it out. Well, the machine, I didn't realize that my rim was pressed up against this piece of metal. And when I broke the bead, I'm like, why couldn't it have been on the inside and not the outside? Well, you know what? That's what I get. At least I did it. Somebody else didn't do it. I would have been more pissed if somebody else. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just you do it, it's different. Like, let me make the first scratch in the truck. Let me have somebody else do it. Man, it was just come on.
Rowdy, he was so happy. He called me. He was like, I got the turbo in. The up pipe came right out. I'm like, I told you. He was like, no,
Well,
you don't understand.
I don't know why. I should have made a real in-depth uh, uh video showing exactly because I think I'm onto something because I didn't think about that on the last 20s, 21, 22 style trucks that I did. And I think it would be really advantageous for others to know that as well. Because it was like, I didn't want to have to remove the transpan because it was the deeper or the trans lines, like the shop manual said. In the last 20 that I did, I wound up jacking the front of the cab up a little bit, made getting the turbo out that much easier, getting behind everything, it's no big deal. Put a 2x4 between the cab mount. Um, I don't know. You just look at it different. I don't know. I was thinking outside the box, and it was just I angled this up toward the bottom. I'm like, no way. Hold on, give me that. Let me put it back in. Hold on. It's going.
The way I do it, I'll take the 213s out from underneath it, go up top, take the up pipe off, reach my hand down there, do the 15 mil clamp, go up underneath it, pull the down pipe off. Then you got the 10 mil bolt, take the clamp off, pull the Cobra head out of the way. Then I can stick my hand back in there, get all the other clamps.
Have you always been nervous about working on your vehicles, like since you were young?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, not really. Because
I mean,
guess it
in
got
high school,
older,
I'm
maybe.
sure you had a shit box. I think everybody did. So we always had to work on them.
Yeah.
Is it because it's a nice vehicle?
I guess since I got a truck that seems to be worth I don't know, man. I feel like I'm the quick lane guy fucking up my own vehicle, and I'm not the quick lane guy. I'm the dude working on It's like a constant battle.
I can tell you his demeanor is decidedly different from working on someone else's than when he works on his own. It is decidedly different.
I got two words: scatter brain.
I bet he can't work on my 3-liter.
Cody, okay, so
You can have it.
My truck,
You can
right?
have it.
Cody's up here in Detroit. He's helping me do some limitless mods, and I had to. I was acting funny, pacing, breathing into a brown paper bag. He's like, "What is going on? Will you just cut the goddamn wire?" I'm like.
Exactly how I would said it too. We just cut the damn wire.
Dude. Oh man.
Do you need me to do it?
when you were doing the DCR, Cody checked in. He called up, and I went outside to take the call.
Oh
I
my
said, "Yeah, he's a little bit
gosh.
nervous." He goes, "Just tell him to cut the
Oh
freaking
my
wire already."
gosh, bro. Oh,
Cody goes, "He'll know exactly what that means. Go in and tell him."
I'm a mechanic. I'm trying to repair Ford trucks diesel. I learn a lot from you, PowerStroke Master. I appreciate that, buddy. I wish I had a camera rolling today, had the head off of Cummins 8.2. Yikes. And was removing the pistons. Yikes. And one of my cats somehow popped its head out the cylinder bore. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a personal thing, I guess. I have absolutely no issue working on anybody's truck. I don't care if it's the head of the department of JC Penney. I don't, it doesn't matter. I just can't work on my own shit.
All right, you're gonna do the timing belt and oil pump on my truck.
I will do it along with you. New York says start paying yourself. You'll feel better about doing it on your own truck. I'll just invoice myself and I'll pay myself.
I was like cutting Cody's countertops. I did not want to do that. I was like, I don't want to screw this up. If it was mine, I would do it. And I'm like,
Meanwhile, you're out in your yard cutting roots up with your little Milwaukee saw in the dirt. Those were funny, dude.
I mean, he cut the jigsaw just like perfect. So it's like whatever.
yeah, because it had to be perfect to line up. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to fuck these up.
Yeah, I don't want to like when I work on people's trucks, I don't have like a subconscious monologue saying, oh, I don't want to fuck this up. I just get into robot mode and I just I just do. It's what I do. I just do. But when I work on my truck, fuck this up.
Which is the most bizarre thing because there is not a thing that you can't fix. I truly don't get it.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, I am the opposite way. I get in robot mode on my stuff and on other people's trucks, and I'm always, hopefully I got this timing belt right.
Yeah, because there's literally nothing you can't get yourself out of. It's like it's this perplexing to me because there literally isn't a thing you can't fix on those engines.
I don't know.
I look at it like this. It's either going to break or it's not. If it breaks, I know how to fix it.
Okay.
If it doesn't, it works. If I don't know how to fix it, I know somebody to call.
Okay. Oh, yeah. 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 I guess being at the dealer, being at the dealer setting, it's the last stop, right? So you get all these tow-ins, and this came from his mom, this came from Midas, and he should have meant the Tuffy, and he comes to the dealer for this is the last stop. We got to figure it out, and it's sometimes it's not just cut and dry, and then winding up with problems on your own vehicle. It's like, well, where are you gonna take it? Are you gonna take it to the dealer?
You are the dealer, bro.
Right. So I don't know. It's just kind of awkward sometimes. Yeah, hard as you make it or easy as you'll let it be. Okay, I made it really hard. And as easy, there was nothing, I don't know.
I've seen you work on other people's stuff. You're very meticulous when it comes to it. I mean, everything goes back into the exact same spot, the little Christmas tree clips, zip ties. It looks factory and it's
like
immaculate and
OCD.
perfect.
It's like perfect.
Bro,
Yep.
man, I don't even know what to say, man. That shit's just Like it goes to the max, and I don't know. I'm lost for words. Is there an easy way? No, absolutely not. To put a 6.7 in a 6.0? What? I am looking at the wiring, and my brain now is broken. He does not
But-
want. He does not want to come. No, you don't. No, that's
I
that's
mean,
some
it's not
old
that hard.
technology.
It's not that hard to put a 6.7 in a 6.0 because they make a standalone kit for it.
Yeah, but how is the electronics gonna work
There's a standalone harness for it now.
for a 6.7?
Yeah.
Parts
11 to
gig.
9, 11 to 19.
The parts gig strikes again.
With what? When they give you ECU too? No shit. I don't want a Cummins. The only thing I like about the Cummins is the color that they painted.
Yep.
That's really it. Like honestly, that's I'm like, how come Ford can't paint their engines like that? That looks great. I love it.
I've seen some Jeeps like mine with diesels in it. I want a diesel in mine.
If you had a Jeep Cherokee that I would say had to be early 2000s and it said it had a diesel in it on the door, what diesel would it have?
It's a 3-liter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a Daimler Chrysler diesel? Or would that have been like their own like a that wouldn't have been a Cummins is what I'm saying. Like it would have been a
What year?
like I'm not good with Jeeps. It was an older body style Jeep Cherokee, like Grand Cherokee.
It might have been a Cummins.
No shit. I seen one the other day. Oh, Cummins 2.4. Oh. It was older. I don't know. I just pulled next to it. I'm like, what? Is there where a link, please, please? What? Oh, he wants a link. A code. Oh, it's Cody. I think Cody's on
I'm
it.
looking at it.
He's on it. He's on it. Bought my second LBZ. What? From complete opposite coast of the country. Bought a West Coast truck to New England that's never seen snow. Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is a complete thing, complete drop-in. It's 17.6 and it is the engine, transmission, harness, and computer. So how bad do you want it is the real question.
So whatever you could fit, a 6.7 engine and trans, harness, you'd be ready to go.
Yep.
Wow. But
I gotta see the price of this thing.
Yeah, that's
17.6.
wow.
Oh,
Now I had never seen. I made a short years ago. It was a fire truck, an actual fire truck, flip up cab, and it was powered with a 6.7, and it was wild. It was huge. Man, I wonder where you could put that. That'd be freaking awesome. Custom has rolled over a 6.7 and a 6.0 mid body. He wants to make one truck.
I'd imagine that 6.7 was worn out. How big are those tanks on the fire trucks?
Oof.
Plus the
I
weight
don't
of the
know.
vehicle.
Dude,
That
it
motor
looked
is probably
heavy
worn out.
as you know what. The cat is too heavy for the new Fords, and the oil pan is in the wrong direction, and it will not fit without a massive body lift. I would opt for a 6.7 Excursion. Yes, absolutely. Bring back all hail the Excursion.
I want
Let's
the
make
7.3.
trucks great again. Bring the Excursion back now, please.
Cody found
A
those,
real one.
remember?
Not one with a freaking Expedition Max back end. I want a real Excursion.
Well, I
35
mean, if you get the
honeys.
steel body, you would get a real Excursion. But
Okay, that did look pretty fly. I will that I mean I'm a Luma Duty lover, but that steel bodied Excursion, that that was dope.
That'd have to be your Florida car
That would be dope.
because you
I
wouldn't drive
remember
that.
I remember going to the Detroit International Auto Show in 2000, 2001, and seeing the Excursion was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Holy shit, this is huge. Yeah, that'd be killer.
I mean, there's a reason why I bought a Land Rover over an F-150.
I mean, I'm just saying.
SUV diesel. You should see the looks I got filling up the DEF today. HUD popped, going doop 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 doop.
What the hell? What's he pouring washer fluid over there for? Honey, that's not washer fluid. Um, the cat, kitty cat. Let me go back over to, I think David had it, so I have to pass it over him. No, we haven't talked about food yet, but somebody did talk about the fuel prices. From where you guys are, our gasoline and diesel prices are like 5 cents away from each other. I
I
don't know
think
if
diesel for 289 in Houston.
Damn.
I got diesel today for 319 at Bucky's. DEF is 414 a gallon.
I've never been to a Bucky's.
It's very overrated.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, it is, and it's expensive too.
Never been. Is
I
it
like
true
their
that
food, so
is it true that you can go and like have a private little bathroom so you can like shower and get refreshed and like bathe and stuff, or is that not at Bucky's?
No, not the Bucky's. Bucky's has
Mm.
regular restrooms, but the trucks that they do have a shower.
Oh, okay. 439 New Jersey and New York.
uh there it is.
Ooh, I'm dying for some brisket. Tom Jubb, we want brisket. Brisket. New hips and briskets, baby. Yeah.
Erica had brisket for lunch
I saw
from the
diesel on
Bucky's.
I-40 near California though for $7.95.
940. Is that what you just said?
No, 7.45.
Oh, 745. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
on I-40 near
I fork,
California.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, I got you.
yeah,
I got you. Wow. 383? Dang. That's really good. That's cheaper than over here. I think we got 393. No, 394. Gums and goes starting to pop up here. Like, I don't even know what gums and goes are. I've never heard of a gums and goes.
I
Loves,
use
yep.
MAFLAB though to get diesel, and normally I get about anything between 10 to 30, 40, sometimes 50 cents off per gallon,
How often do you
depending
go
on
to a Love's?
to loss. I try
Yeah.
to avoid that by all means.
You try to avoid it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
really?
yeah, mainly because of the price. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah, the diesel is really really expensive at Love's, Pilot, Flying J, all that.
Do y'all get def from the pump or the box? Ooh, I'm a box def guy. I've just had some bad experiences with the 55-gallon drums and having the nozzles be all snotty and crusty at the truck stops and having the trucks actually ingest some debris. If you can, I made a video talking about the DEF and the shelf life. If you got it in a cool, dark, I should say basement, because it's not always dark down there, but you know, in a basement setting, you're looking at 3-year shelf life. Somebody who is in Eddie's situation where we're in hot environment, maybe leaving it sitting in the back of the truck, you know, you're looking at 3 to 5 months life expectancy. So there is a date code on the box, and I showed you guys how to break it down and what the ranges are for that. So if you can buy the box, not really a fan of the pump, especially the 55-gallon drum that the dude's got sitting in the back of the landscape shop, and that's what they use for all their equipment. I did have that happen, and it caused a check engine light on a wrecker, and I actually had to use a refractometer to see the depth concentration, and it was at 26 when it should have been at 32 or greater. So definitely get the box.
Down here, I would say pump.
Yeah,
It's only
guess.
gonna only last 6 months, even in your vehicle.
We don't really have too many of those around here. You'd have to go far out on the interstates to get the def at the pump. But
We have them all over, so
brand box, I'm a motorcraft junkie with the def. I have used the blue peak or the rhino blue pink peak.
the Land Rover says add blue.
Add blue. Yeah. I
You
wouldn't be
get
buying like Walmart brand or, you know,
who knows how long that stuff's been sitting on the shelves
yeah.
either.
Yeah, take a
That's
look
my
at
that's
the
my
date
whole
code.
that's my whole reason getting it out the pump. Who knows how long that stuff sits on the shelf. And
My
Land
two,
Rover, you want to take a guess what Land Rover wants for DEF?
how much?
$55 a liter.
Speak English.
That's a quart.
Get bent.
That's what I told them. I said I'll go to
Please
the
do not
pump.
urinate. Please do not urinate in your DEF tank. The SCR system will be damaged and it will cost you thousands of dollars. But you can take your DEF and spray it on your lawn and then give it a little rinse down with the hose, and you're going to have a pretty green ass lawn. Huh? But we're putting this in our trucks to make the environment better. Really?
Why don't we just put speed of air pistons and get rid of all of that stuff?
My 255 gallons of DEF lasts like 2-3 weeks tops. Holy shit. What kind of pump, what pumping apparatus do you have to pump it out of the tote?
Got the pipe that goes through the center of it, and then the hose comes around and goes to a pump. You just turn the pump on and stick the nozzle in the DEF and
Is it
squeeze it.
110? Is it air operated or what?
That's 110
No shit.
electric pump. It spits out like really quick.
At the firehouse, it said we need a DEF. We just go to vehicle maintenance. Line on main bearings for 6.4 liter on back order bad. Need some in stock somewhere. Ain't got no main bearings. Got a bunch of other shit, but ain't got no main bearings.
You were talking about excursions. I'd like
Mhm.
this right here.
Ooh,
That bitch is bad.
yeah, that's a bad boy. That's a bad boy.
Yeah.
My truck never goes over 2,200 RPM at 65 miles per hour. That's good. I think when I'm at 70, I'm at like 1550, almost 1,600, I think. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Just like Mexican OT said, them 6.7s are the best for them ambulances. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Speed of air pistons. Cody likes them.
I'm gonna put them in 3 liter when they come out. See what happens.
Yeah, I'll second you that, Shannon. Second favorite's my 6.0. I'll take a 6.0. If available. Something I grew up on. 6.0, I know them like the back of my hand. And if you know how to work on them and take care of them, they're really good. They're not too bad. But yeah, I think we're gonna start the after party, the after live stream, the post live stream show with the fellas. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm gonna see you here tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow on the shorts. Friday, live here about 6 o'clock. We'll have a little video for you guys. 6.7 loves the 80s. Yep.
Thanks
Best miles
thanks
of
for the
80s.
invite.
Take it easy, Eddie.
Thank you.
We'll see everybody on Friday. And if you have any questions, email is in the description. I'll see you guys.